didn't feel it coming, I didn't see the crack. One minute I was standing, next minute I collapsed. I was trying to be strong, but strength ran out. And in the moment I thought I was alone.
He was there.
God was there when I broke, when my whole world lost its hope, when I couldn't even breathe. He stayed, he stayed. I was drowning in my pain, but he called me by my name, even when my faith was low. God was there when I broke.
He stayed. He held me.
I was fine on the outside, crashing in the center, smiling for the cameras while I'm fighting my temper, trying to keep it together. But my chest felt heavy like my heart had a storm, and the storm wouldn't let me in. The worst part, I didn't tell nobody, cause I didn't want the questions, didn't want the sorry. So I carried all the pressure like I had no option, till the pain got loud and it turned to a problem. I remember that day when my strength finally snapped, like glass in my hands when it slipped and it cracked, and everything I built fell apart in the ash, and I couldn't even cry. I was numb to the facts, I was angry at life, I was mad at my story, mad at mistakes, mad at all of the warning, mad at the people who left when it got stormy. But you never left me, you stood there for me. I was sitting in my room with the lights shut off, fighting thoughts that kept telling me life's your loss. And I whispered your name like a last real call, and I felt your peace like a door unlocked.
When I couldn't stand, you held my hands. When I couldn't talk, you understood. God was there when I broke, when my whole world lost its hope, when I couldn't even pray. He stayed, he stayed. I was drowning in my pain, but he called me by my name, even when my faith was low. God was there when I broke.
Look, I've been through nights where the silence is violent, where your thoughts get loud and your smile gets silent, where you stare at the ceiling and feel like you're falling, but you still gotta wake up like life ain't calling. I had shame in my veins, had fear in my breath, had pain in my chest like a permanent threat. Had what if I fail, stuck deep in my head. Had what if I'm done, like a voice in my bed. And the wild part is I prayed for healing but hated the waiting. I wanted the breakthrough but fought with the shaking. I wanted the joy but my heart was debating. I wanted the trust but my mind kept escaping. Then you met me right there when I didn't look holy, not when I was strong, not when life was okay. You met me in pieces when nobody saw me. You met me in tears when I had nothing to say. You don't lead the wounded, you don't shame the bleeding, you don't hate the hurting, you stay in the grieving. So even if I'm still not okay every season, I know you're the reason my heart's still breathing, yeah.
When the dark gets loud, your voice gets louder. When I lose my strength, you give me power. God was there when I broke.
He stayed.
When my whole world lost its hope.
He stayed.
When I couldn't even breathe.
He stayed.
He stayed. He stayed.
He stayed.
I was drowning in my pain.
He held me.
But he called me by my name.
He held me.
When my faith was low, God was there when I broke. I was shattered, I was shaking, I was lost in the dark. But you stayed. I was hurting, but you held my heart in the rain.
You stayed when I broke, you stayed when I cried, you stayed when I had no strength left inside. You carried my soul when I couldn't survive. So I praise you right now, cause you stayed in my life. God, I don't know how I survived that season. I was empty, I was tired, I was done. But you didn't leave me, you didn't let me go. You stayed.
God was there when I broke.
He stayed.
When my whole world lost its hope.
He stayed.
When I couldn't even pray.
He stayed.
He stayed. He stayed.
He stayed.
I was drowning in my pain.
He held me.
But he called me by my name.
He held me.
Even when my faith was low.
he stayed.